afternoon. 29% of South Africans who are actively looking for employment are currently jobless. 55% of young people who are below the age of 25 who are actively looking for a job are currently unemployed. It gets worse. Even those that are graduates coming from universities and universities of technology, 33% are currently unemployed. This is primarily as a result of the fourth industrial revolution, low economic growth that the country is currently experiencing, the global economic sentiment that the world is currently going through, historical imbalances which you are all aware of, as well as the education standards. Now, my presentation this afternoon is going to look at the education in particular. What role can education play to reverse this? Because if we continue in this current trajectory, things are not going to be looking good. This is Sipho. Sipho is 7 years old. Sipho is currently in grade 1. He's going to have 12 years of schooling, 3 years of university, and in 2035, he's going to be 23 years of age. The question is Sipho going to join the 55% of young people who will be unemployed? Things may even get worse at that time. Or if Sipho goes through university, going to join the 33% who are currently unemployed. The question is, if we continue to do things the way we are, that number may get worse. So we have to change the trajectory. We have to change the future of Sipho. And that relies solely on you and me changing. I currently own artisan schools and private schools throughout the country. There are two very important skills that I possess from a young age. One of them is innovative thinking, and number two is entrepreneurship. This is me in 1992 when I was 16 doing my matric, grade 12. I was selling hot dogs because the entrepreneurial spirit in me was there. So I said, I'm not going to allow poverty to work against me. Let me do something and make money. This is me in 1999. 3 years into my business, there was a graduation of counselors, having trained counselors for a year jointly with one of the universities in South Africa. This is me in 2001 partnering with one of the 4 big global audit firms in doing consulting work for the government. And this is me a few years ago owning private school. The point I want to make is because of the two skills, one of the ability to think innovatively, and number two, my entrepreneurial skills, I was able to get out of poverty and get to where I am right now. Therefore, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, to think or imagine a world where innovative thinking is going to be part of the curriculum in our schools. A world where entrepreneurship is part of the curriculum. Imagine what can we achieve as a country if that was to happen. Someone is saying, really, Nhlanhla, that is not possible. I don't think we can achieve it. I am telling you now, we are already achieving it in all our schools. In our schools, we teach innovative thinking through a particular concept, which I will share with you just now. And we teach entrepreneurship mainstreamed into the curriculum. In other words, there is no new additional curriculum, whether it's geography, history, mathematics, English, poetry, or anything. It's already infused in the curriculum. So entrepreneurship is already infused. Now, someone might say, what is the difference between innovative thinking and entrepreneurship? Let me explain it to you. Innovative thinking is basically seeing a problem, finding a solution, either through new invention or improving what already exists through productivity and more efficiency. On the other hand, in our school, we teach our learners all the way from grade 1. Think of a grade 1 Sipho, 7 years old. We teach them product development. We teach them how to do market research. We teach them how to market their businesses, sell their products or services, how to brand their businesses, both either online or any other channel. We teach them finances, how to raise capital, how to manage the finances, how we even teach them the exit strategy. From an age of 7, these learners are empowered to do all these things. Now, we teach innovation through a concept that you call See, Think, Innovate. What do we mean by that? It's a Harvard-based model which I propose, I encourage you to go and study. It's called Project Goal. It was designed by Harvard, so it's not our intellectual property. It's open to everyone. Now, it's called See, Think, Innovate. What exactly is that? You see a problem, whatever problem, it could be poverty, it could be a pothole like in this instance, it could be on your way to work, on your way to school, anywhere. It could be any kind of problem. You see the problem, you think about it, you spend time thinking about what can be done in order to solve this problem, and then wonder. You say, I'm wondering what can be done to solve this problem. When you get to the wonder stage, you're not thinking now, you are thinking about the solution. You're not thinking about the problem, but your focus is on bringing a solution to this problem. So it's called See, Think, Wonder. It could be anything. You see it, you wonder, and you see it, you think about it, and you wonder what can be done to solve it. I have 3 children. The first one is 13, the second one is 11, and the third one, like Sipho, is 7 years in grade 1. My son, one of the days I asked them, because I asked them daily, what did you see? What did you think? And what did you wonder? My son, who is 7 years old, his name is Mihali. One day, I was coming from a business trip, 2 days, for 2 days. When I came back, came to me and said, Dad, I saw something. I said, my son, what did you see? I saw a bed. Okay, what did you think? I thought we can manufacture or create or design a new bed, Dad. I said, okay, what did you wonder? I was wondering, Dad, if we can design a bed that is able to see when you're getting into the edge of the bed, and through motion sensors, and it puts you back into the middle. You're wondering, why did he think of that? It was simply because he had fallen off the bed a night before. So see, think, wonder. His problem, my son's problem, was falling off the bed. So out of that frustration, out of that problem, out of that change that he's facing at that particular moment, he was able to think of an idea and then wonder what can be done about it. In other words, innovate something. And through that innovation, we are going to go into market within the next 6 to 8 months. And we are going to be bringing those beds in the market. Simply because my son had a problem, he thought about it, he saw it, he thought about it, and he innovated something. I am saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible for a 7-year-old to think innovatively. It is possible for a 7-year-old, through proper support and with proper support, to be able to be an entrepreneur. What can we do to practically implement this? Someone might say, oh, Nhlanhla, your schools are private schools, are privileged schools. You don't take, how can we take this into the public schools? Now, here are the solutions. Education, I believe, if we can teach innovative thinking, and remember, it's not a subject. It's not an additional subject. It's just a way of delivering. It's teachers asking learners after every lesson, what did you see from this poetry lesson? What did you think of it? And what did you wonder? It's teachers asking learners after every mathematics class, after every history class, after every geography class, after every isiZulu class, or any language, or any lesson, asking each and every learner. Now remember, what did you see? What did you think? And what did you innovate? Out of every lesson, there's something to innovate. Effectively, every child, their world now opens up towards innovative thinking. Their world now is not limited to what they know. Their world is not limited to what they're used to. They are able to think innovatively. So the first thing that we have to do is to introduce innovative thinking. Now, through either this concept or any other concept, there are a lot of models that we can use. There's design thinking, there's quite a lot of them. But one of the critical things that we have to introduce, we have to encourage our learners to come up with crazy ideas. Teachers must not limit learners to say, this is a crazy idea. There's nothing such as a crazy idea. And then secondly, obviously, the introduction of entrepreneurship into the mainstream from grade 1. Finally, someone will say, Nhlanhla, let me tell you, this is not possible. As you can see, the financial impact is very minimal. So there is no additional resources that we need except to retrain the teachers, to let the teachers make the teachers understand that they need to give kids a space, to make the teachers give the learners an opportunity to see, to think, and innovate. If you can go with me, see, think, innovate. That's key. It is very important. Now, what is the output? The country is currently sitting with lots of minerals underground, but we are currently struggling to beneficiate those minerals. We believe if we teach our learners from grade 1 all the way to matric and tertiary institutions, our learners are going to be able to come up with solutions to beneficiate those minerals. And secondly, we believe that research and development is going to strengthen as a country. And finally, we will all of a sudden see fourth industrial revolution not as a threat, but as an opportunity. In the meantime, the fourth industrial revolution is a big threat to the labor force. However, if we teach our learners from day 1 when they arrive at school at the age of 7, if we teach SIPO from day 1 when he arrives at school, innovative thinking, I can tell you, SIPO will not be threatened by the 4th or the 5th or the 6th or the 7th industrial revolution, but he will then see it as an opportunity and thrive in making sure that he takes it to the next. And finally, we have a choice. It's either SIPO, along with the 12 million learners that started grade 1 this year, are going to join the 55% of young people in 2035 that are unemployed, or we change their story. How can we change the story? By introducing innovative thinking, by introducing entrepreneurship. Now, all of a sudden, SIPO is not going to be looking for a job, but SIPO is going to become a job creator. One last point, South Africa's employment is currently driven by big corporates. In the event of corporate failure, lots of people lose jobs. However, if we introduce innovative thinking and entrepreneurship, all of a sudden we are going to have a lot of young people who are eager to get into business, but not just eager to get into business, but trained how to run their businesses. As you leave this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to go and influence at any level, whether it's at government or at school, that we introduce innovative thinking and entrepreneurship. And this country will never be the same again. God bless you.